Here's some out of bounds stuff I found in the replays in Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So anybody can do this, just go into your replays, hit pause, and then you can just go out of the bounds, I guess. There's a better angle of the airplane that's just out of bounds on Cartel. Found right where the grass stops. It's interesting how much they actually do that's outside the area that you'll ever even see. You might be able to see it maybe if you're in like a attack chopper. Right here to the left you can see clipping through that that rock formation. Most of this is just jungle and nothing to really look at, so this one wasn't very cool. I didn't find much in Cartel, but I did find this. Some of the birds are flying upside down. You can see their feet pointing upwards, and they'll flip themselves around. Thought that was very peculiar. Like that one right there, almost in the middle of the screen to the left, he's upside down, and then he'll flip, and he's right side up. I thought that was very strange. This is the map Miami. Wasn't a whole lot in Miami to find. I did my best. I was looking for a lot of Easter eggs in the stores, behind the counters and stuff. I didn't seem to find anything. I did find an arcade behind a door, but you can't get into it. The only thing I did find that was kind of interesting was this basketball court that I don't think you would ever even see unless you went into your replays. There's just a really dark basketball court in the back. You could possibly be able to see it if you walked all the way to the edge of the beach. And this is the top of some buildings, but if you get an attack chopper, you can see that anyway. I wanted to get some shots of the names of the buildings. I thought some of them might be funny, but no, they're just regular names. And I thought it was cool that there's a whole golf course that I never even noticed that was just outside of the bounds. Like you could see that while you were playing a match, but I've never noticed it. And this is the map Moscow. Here's a pan up of the I don't know, big circular building.
They're gone.
Nothing to find up here. I just thought it looked kind of cool. There's some of the background of the map. Some of the rooftops, but once again, you'd be able to see these with an attack chopper if you got one. There is something really cool that I found over here, a little glitch of sorts, when you go through the, this little hole in the ground I found. It's like a picture of a grassy hill or something. And it's really weird. And you can see the skybox and all sorts of stuff. It is really strange. I have no idea what this does, what that's for, why that's there. But I clipped through all the buildings by accident. And here's just some geometry mess, I guess. And then it leads right to the middle of that map. I also found this big black box. Now you could see this through just regular gameplay, but you can't see those black boxes. So some sort of glitch or something. I don't know what those are. Tried to go under the water. You really can't go under the water in this map. So I did find this. I have no idea what this is. Some sort of sun glare that's all bugged out. I don't know if that was just for me or if that would be for everybody. It's more black boxes. There's quite a bit of strange things that I found on this map. Like right here. What is going on here? This was not like this when I was in the match. But there's a bunch of fighter jets just stuck in this building. And I have no idea what is going on here. It's a crazy glitch. There's like 3 or 4 of them. And then this is an area that you can see but not go into in a regular match. So I just thought you guys might like a little walkthrough of the building. It's crazy how much they detail that you can't ever see. Like there's a statue back there, but you'd never see it. This whole area is inaccessible from just the regular game, but you can kind of see it. Now this is the middle of the map on Moscow, and if you go down to the train station area, it's just a floor with some fire. And this is the map Garrison. Now there really wasn't a whole lot in the map Garrison, but this was the map where I found out I could do a really good bird's eye view. I could go way high into the sky. And you can go really far out of bounds on this map. Like, there's still a barrier when you get outside of the gameplay barrier, but this one lets you go really far outside of that, and I thought that was really interesting. And you can go really high up with these bird's eye views. You can see a little city off in the distance, a couple little towns, a line of buildings. I thought this might say something cool, DRFG. I don't know what that stands for. No Easter eggs in any of the buildings. I really went through, but this water that you actually couldn't swim in even if you tried is actually like enterable, which I thought was crazy. And they put like little grass and stuff. So maybe Garrison will become a bigger map at some point, because it is huge. And then this is the map Satellite. This is my favorite map, so I wanted to really look around and see if I could find anything interesting. But I didn't really find much. These ropes that you enter the match on, though, they just lead to nowhere. I think usually there's a helicopter there, but I don't know if it didn't show up in the replays, or when you're in the actual match that's just not there. So I thought that was kind of interesting. They really made some really big backgrounds to these games. Like, it's not even background, it looks like you could probably walk on a lot of that stuff back there. Now, something I found kind of funny that I never noticed. I always thought that this was a crashed plane. I just never paid attention to what this wreckage was. It's a giant satellite. And I feel like that's pretty obvious. Most people probably know this, but I just never paid attention. And I thought it was a giant plane crash, but it's a satellite, which makes a lot of sense. Here's some of the car, some of the detailing on the back that you'd never really see, only when you're entering the match. Just trying to get into the car, but you really can't. Another big black box for no reason, which is very interesting. I think this is only in replays that these happen. I didn't know what this was, but I'm assuming it's a part of the satellite. Thought that that was interesting. It's like a little parachute for the satellite that clearly didn't work very well. And here's another bird's eye view pan out of the whole map. I thought it was really cool that there's just these, the sand dunes. They just look like squiggles. I thought that that was really weird. When you get really high up, it just looks like some sort of abstract painting. And right here, I had to hit play on the match to see if the river actually flows. And it does. They actually had it animate so that it flows, which you would never ever see. Which I thought was just really good attention to detail. This is a really gorgeous map that they made. Alright, that's the end of my video. Thanks, hope you guys learnt something or saw something that you didn't notice before. Like and subscribe. Stay classy.